Apple has just released iOS 17.3, albeit not as many changes as 17.2, but with it comes one huge security update that you are going to want to enable right away. So sit back and let's get started. So the security feature that I mentioned is called Stolen Device Protection. It locks certain features behind either Face ID or Touch ID, depending on the phone that you have. Even if they have your phone and your passcode, they will not be able to make any changes to your account. Apple has added a 60-minute window so that if your device is stolen, they cannot change your password before that timer ends. That way, if you lose your phone, you have 60 minutes to log into a different device and remove that device from your account, which would lock them out from changing your password or doing any real damage to your account. Now, this will produce a physical backup code, and you will need to print these off and put them somewhere like a safe, as not even Apple can unlock your account without these codes. This also enables end-to-end encryption on everything inside iCloud, which blocks anyone trying to monitor your traffic. Now, during the iOS 17 announcement, Apple discussed about being able to share playlists and add songs inside of CarPlay. Now, this was introduced in 17.2, but Apple has taken it one step further, and now you can add friends and family and create a collaborative playlist. To create one, go to the new playlist and choose Collaborative Playlist. This will allow you to invite members to the playlist, which means that they can add or delete songs. Now, there is an option that would make you approve someone before they can actually join. So even if they are invited, you would still need to approve them once they accept the request. And once that happens, you can see all the collaborators on the top of the playlist. 17.3 also brings the update to AirPlay that will allow iPhone users to cast to hotel TVs. No longer will you need to bring that HDMI cord with you every hotel you go to, but you most likely will, as I am sure this is going to take some time to make its way into most hotels. And if you want to watch anything outside of what's on your iPhone, then you are still going to need to bring that HDMI cable with you. I know, I gave you the hope. And the last bit of updates adds a new wallpaper under the Unity section, which features a few different colors. Now, I wasn't able to make a video for the 17.2 update, and that one was a pretty big update. So let's touch on it a little bit right now. Now, I will be the first to admit, I was excited for the action button on the iPhone Pro. And like others, I spent time to create a wicked shortcut to ask me what I wanted to do at the time when I was pushing the action button. But honestly, I still think the best thing to do with it is to set it to a single function in which you are going to do and use over and over. For me, it's as simple as just using the flashlight, but Apple may have just added a feature that would have me change it the second I am traveling, and that is active translation. Press the button and a new animation will appear and record what is being said and translate it into English for you, or set it to the home language where you are traveling to. Everyone has that app on their phone which will not allow you to change the default notification. So you are stuck with the same tone over and over, not knowing what that ding is. But Apple has finally built in the ability to change the notifications for those types of apps. In the Settings app under Sounds and Haptics, you can now change the default notification. You can choose from any on the list or choose from a custom one that you have available. Apple has also unlocked the ability to change up the default haptic alert. Now you can make it something a little more noticeable and assign it to certain contacts if you keep your phone on silent. The Journal app makes its debut on iPhone, but this app will allow you to write about what happened in your day, big or small. And it will try to spring up some inspiration by showing you pictures you took that day, locations you visited, or music and podcasts that you listened to. Just a little something to spark that inspiration to allow you to start writing. Now, You can secure the journal with either a Touch ID or Face ID, but I believe that it is the first app that Apple has released that I may want a different passcode than my standard phone. So hopefully that gets implemented in a future release. But the journal app is saved in iCloud and is end-to-end encrypted, which is a good thing. The ability to capture video for the new Apple Vision Pro that is set to debut in February. When in the camera app, you can now see the goggles icon in the corner. Tap that and a spatial video will begin to record, which is using both the main camera and the wide-angle camera to create a spatial view. And if you want to go back and find that video, a new category in Photos has been created called Spatial. Also, for 15 Pro and Pro Max users, the 3 and 5 times lens gain a faster autofocus on objects, so now when using those lenses, you should not have to wait long for the camera to focus as the main lens. Switching over to the Apple Watch for 1 minute. A big feature that was removed with watchOS 10 was the ability to swipe between watch faces. And good news is that with watchOS 10.2, that ability returns. But it's not enabled by default. You will need to go into Settings under the Clock section and enable the ability to swipe between watch faces. This removes the step needed to hold on your current watch face to bring up the ability to switch. The Weather app has received some love, both in the way of new widgets and updates. In the app, you can now see wind direction on the map as well as a new animation. Also, when viewing the calendar and the moon cycles, you can now view the moon when selecting the days in the week. Before, you were not able to view the moon and the calendar at the same time. For widgets, we get a new detailed view in the small weather widget, as well as a short-term forecast in the smaller size. There is a new digital time widget which will also give seconds going around the entire widget, very similar to the new Ultra watch face on the Ultra 2. But there it is. That is everything worth talking about in update 17.3 and 17.2. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and have a great rest of your day.